Let's see. Let's see. Hey, y'all. Hey, come on in. Just texting the room. Sending him a message. Just sending him a message. Hey, everybody. I want to get into this tea that's happening. Hey, I know it's super late. It's like midnight, so I just sent something in the room to let everybody know. Let's see. So I want to show. Hey, everybody. Good morning. It's morning here now. Good morning or evening, wherever you are. Come on in the room. I see you all coming in. Let me put the comments on. There we go. Hey. Hey from Portland. Hey, Betty. Hey, everybody. South Louisiana in the house. All right now. Hey, China. Arkansas in the house. Okay, Arkansas. I see you. China said, let me show it. She said, yes, I ain't closing my eyes till I get this tea. I know that's right. I heard that. New York City, you already know. You know we know a hustler when we see one. We know. I grew up around hustlers, thugs, murderers, killers, and dealers. Definitely. I was the one that got away. I never got into any of that stuff. No. Some of my siblings, especially the boys, the brothers, that's the lifestyle that they, you're a product of your environment a lot of times, most of the time. So I left. I moved to Atlanta. I've been here 10 years and I love it here. It's a little cold today. I'm not going to lie, for Atlanta especially, but it's not as cold as it was in New York. I need y'all to come on in the room because it is cold up in New York because, your favorite cook is in New York and they went fur shopping. They went mink shopping and I had the footage and you already know we're going to get into it. Y'all drop those. Okay, Chicago, I see you. Detroit is wide awake. Come on with it. I know that's right, Kim. We're going to get started in just a couple of seconds. Why don't you all, if you haven't already, go to my YouTube page and subscribe. Make sure that you're following me also on Facebook because I know a lot of you, I see your comments all the time. You get those rose goldies who stumble into our room all the way together, and I be living for it too. So I have a lot of people who come to the page a lot, but you're not subscribed. Like I could easily hover over your name to see if you're subscribed or not. So hi, Ohio. So if you're not subscribed to the Facebook and the YouTube, please take a moment to do that. So I want to be able to continue to converse with you all, and we're going to follow this story to the wheels fall off. All right. And even when the wheels fall off, I'm going to be right there reporting on how they look down in that dirt. Yes, I am. Wisconsin in the house. It gets cold out there. Yeah, you caught another live. Okay. So, all right. So, we know that you all are the teammates, and I am your head coach, Nandy, and I have a couple of nuggets for you all. I know it's late. Come on in the room. It's midnight here. I'm on Eastern time and I'm in my pajamas, as you can see. I will be retiring for the evening as soon as I get off this live because I do have to work in the morning. I love playing with you all, but this ain't paying my bills. So at least not yet. Um, so I want to get into a couple of housekeeping rules, right? I always go through it, you know. We're of course going to be discussing Tanisha. I mean, it's the most, I've never even seen a name spelled like that. Tanisha, Tanae. Like, who all those vowels in a person's name, like back to back? It's just, it's a lot. But I wanna share something with you all that I found out about Taye. Um, let me share it. Let me share my presentation with you all. Okay, there we go. I want to share something with you all that I found out about Taye um, prior to, way prior to me starting this page, right? So when Taye first came on the scene, and when she went to the house for that grinder sandwich, um, I I started like researching on her, right? Like, who is this person? Like, okay, she seems nice. Actually, it wasn't that day. It was like a couple of days later when, they were getting serious already within a couple of days. And so there was a story that broke about her, and I'm going to show you that story. I'm sure some of you have already seen it, read it, heard about it, but I can honestly say it probably came from my small closed room first, because we had that tea like before people were vocal about not liking Taye, right? When they were still trying to figure out, oh, do I like her? Do I not like her? Um, Still on the fence about it. Not us. We knew. I had already formed that group. But we found something out about her that I want to share with you all that you probably already know. But I still want to go over it for those of you who don't know. And plus, I want to talk about it and break it down. All right. Before we do that, though, I just need to run through a couple of housekeeping things. So, Carmen Smith and Taye, Aceman, Costa, McKinnis, Harris, Brown, Aceman, Costa, Tosta, Mobley, and probably Smith at this point right now. I don't know. But you name it, she claims it. All right. And of course we know that there's been a lot of buzz around them. Are they married? Aren't they married? And I sent the survey out, and I do have the most recent results for the survey, and I'll show you all that in just a little bit. All right. So Taye was married to a man that she met while she was working in a department store. You all have probably, again, you've probably heard this by now. You probably know this. But despite that, I still want to rehash it, and you don't know my opinion about it, and I don't know yours. So I want us to talk about it here. Let me go to the next slide. So, okay, there's a disclaimer. Anyone can get it. And allegedly, basically, I'm summing it up. That's what the disclaimer is. Okay, so here's the story. So Taye was working in a department store in 2000 and whatever, years ago, 2007. And while she was working in that store, here's the story here. There it is. Okay. So while she was working in the store, there was a gentleman who walked into the store. I mean, let me just read the article real quick, and instead of paraphrasing, right? So I'll paraphrase because it's not that important, but I wanted you to have like the highlights of it, and it's there. If you want to take a snapshot of it, you can do that too and read it later. Basically, she was working in a department store, and a gentleman, and I use that term loosely because I did look him up, and I'll let you know the tea on him too. But a gentleman walked into the store and said that he needed help. She was in customer service, and he said that he was there to find a gift for his mom, his sister, and his aunt. Yeah. And in the process of their shared story, so they exchanged stories. She's like, "Oh, I can help you." Clearly, she smelled money on this man, right? Obviously, allegedly, right? Um, you know, she approached him and said, "Hey, can I help you?" And he said, yeah, I'm here to, I'm buying gifts for, the women in my life. So ding, 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 she likes gifts and she is a woman. All right. So she proceeds to help him and they start talking about, their life experiences, their marriages, their kids, etc. So he says, okay, bye. And he gets his stuff and he leaves the store. But what Tay does is Tay gets and goes into the computer before he left. Take a step back. She told him, "Hey, you should register for like our rewards program, or whatever. They're always trying to get your information in these stores, so they can reach out to you, text you about sales and stuff." And he said, "Okay." So when he left the store, Tay went into the system, the company's database, and got his information out. And she called him. That's so inappropriate on so many levels. You understand? So she went into the system, called him up, and said to him, "Hey, this is the girl from the store. I like what I saw. Basically, I like what I saw. I like how you was basically moving. I liked your energy, your vibe, and we should go out to dinner. Let's go out." So they go out to dinner and they got married. It's in the article, which this will be available in the room once we're done. They got married. And this happened in, let me see, I have his mug shot, but hold on before I get to that. So they got married in December of 2007. Okay. That's when they got married, December 2011. So Tay in 2000 and a month before she met him, let me put it up in the room. He was arrested. Okay. Apparently and allegedly, here it is. Here's his mugshot. Let me pull it up. Hold on. So here. Okay. So they got married, I'm sorry, in December of 2007. But in November of 2007, he got arrested. And what he was arrested for was drugs, possession of drugs, right? So basically, he's a drug dealer. And of course, Tay, being Tay, she knew that he had some money and that he probably was a dope boy. Now I'm not saying anything about dope boys because again, some of my family and my brothers, like they're definitely, yeah. But so you when you spot someone who is a street person and they might got those illegal bag connections, you know what I'm saying? So Tay was attracted to this, and a month before they met, this man was arrested, and here's his arrest record. So this is how she got the last name Mobley. Okay, so his name is like Masukala Kareem Mobley, and that's who she was married to. His bond was $15,003. And let me go over to the next page where his charges are. Oh, here we go. Okay. So, person in actual constructive possession of a controlled substance. Okay. So, either he was doing drugs, because it doesn't say with the intent to distribute or anything like that, but he was arrested and that bond was $15,000. Okay. So, this is Tay she's one of those women. She strikes me as one of those women who, anyone that has the bag and that could, give her some of that bag, she's definitely not shy about pursuing a relationship like that. She's an equal opportunity lover, male, female. I mean, yeah. So I just wanted to share that with you all. Again, I'm sure it was out there. It's been out there for quite some time. My room definitely, we talked about this at length. So just FYI on that. So as you know, they are right now in New York, and it's very cold in New York this time of year. Very, very cold. So Carmen decided that, you know what, this is my boo. They probably married because Tay was also flashing a ring, and I'm going to show you all that in a moment. But Carmen said, it's cold, and Tay was like, yeah, I'm freezing. And so they went and got her a mink coat. All right. I'm sure you all saw the articles and I saw them too, but um, this is the breakdown. Okay. At least this is my bird's eye point of view. And I'm certainly open to, would love to hear what you all have to say about all of this. So make sure that you're commenting and, letting me know how you feel about this bag chaser. All right. So they went to a furrier, is what it's called, in New York while they were, out and about and they were talking about how cool they were. And they're in the store, they're in this furrier. And Tay is in the store trying on all these extravagant furs, minks, and everything. And Carmen is eating it up. Go ahead, baby. Show them, baby. Do it, baby. Do that walk, baby. I'm like, okay. So they decide that they absolutely loved a few selections. And I'm going to show you, take a look at this clip, and you let me know what you think about the selection they made. It's like one of the more expensive ones in the store for this particular line, for like the mink line. Hold on, let me bring that up. 1 second. So this is footage of Tay. I edited the clip so that you don't get the whole store experience. I just wanted you to see the part where she was really feeling his mink. The lady in the store, she's a salesperson. She was definitely blowing her head up, and so was Carmen. And take a look at this video.
Gorgeous. The fox tuxedo all the way down to smoking. That's
dramatic. Yeah, this is definitely dramatic. Now I feel like it might be too big for me,
but I can open it.
okay. That is beautiful.
The shoulders are good.
Yeah, right in there.
And that's not a problem. That's included in the price. The more it flows, like the lines in it, flows beautifully.
It's beautiful.
I can taper that, not a problem.
Wow. It's beautiful.
It's nice.
It's nice.
Smile, baby.
Smile,
You
baby. You
don't
don't
candy
candy
cane.
cane.
Smile.
Smile.
She can't believe her luck.
Give her.
I do see
I
the
do see the
earmuffs.
earmuffs.
I do see
I
the
do see the
earmuffs.
earmuffs.
They have some
They have
black
some
ones.
black ones.
Black and brown.
Oh,
This
put the
one
black
Put
ones
the black
on.
ones on.
is fitted, very fitted.
This one here is
This one here
fitted.
is fitted.
No.
I don't know. I like the fox on that, but I'm just showing you that that's fitted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to see just to compare.
I see what you're talking about. Yeah.
I'm just showing you
The difference.
their silhouette.
Turn around.
Turn around.
See, it looks much better on there.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
look
it does
like
look much
that.
better.
Because it's the silhouette and it has the hood,
Mhm.
which is amazing.
My hair is so
Let me
high.
see.
Let me
Turn
see.
around.
Turn around.
Let's see with
Let's
the
see
hood
the
on.
hood on.
But my hair is high, so it's about 4 inches up. That's nice. I do like this. It's different. The silhouette is very different.
See, that's female mink, natural, not dyed with the hood. The fit of that makes the coat.
It's, yeah, and
Yeah, and
I do like
I
it.
do like
I
it.
like it.
I told you, on the hanger doesn't do it justice.
I think
Right.
they definitely on the bottom.
Body, because it's and this is beautiful black llama skin, the best quality skin, and you can't get a better fit.
I mean, it's got a nice silhouette.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very thin.
I know,
Construction.
and I love the king color on the hood. The only thing I might plus I might have to move the hook, but that's not a problem. I can do it.
I'm sure.
You can't get a better fit than
I just got me want to take my hair down so I can just put a little
Put it
Put
on.
it on.
Isn't that?
Take it
Look,
Take it
down.
down.
look, you can get it. This shows you shape. You see, on the hanger it doesn't do anything.
yeah.
But the fit makes the whole color.
Right.
Wow.
Let me
Right.
see
Let
that.
me see
Turn
that.
around.
Turn around.
Go down there
Go
and
down
walk.
here and walk.
Give
You
me
see
that
that?
Give me
walk,
that
baby.
walk, baby.
Come on. Look at that fit.
Come on,
Come
walk
on,
too.
walk too.
Look like that lady did yesterday at the restaurant.
Turn around.
Turn around.
That's amazing. You don't like
You don't
that?
like that?
It's nice. I like it.
That's pretty
It's
nice.
pretty nice.
It fits nicely.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
I told you, I'm doing this long enough that I know the silhouette and the fit.
Yeah, I mean, you nailed it. You nailed it.
Yeah.
I told you.
Got the button up top. This is it.
Hey, that would be the best. Right.
Crazy.
Shay, you are crazy.
I think they're stuck too.
I think they're stuck too.
The fox
Whew, this is beautiful.
This is
Oh,
beautiful.
there's 1,500 people
Oh,
on
there's
here.
1,500 people on here.
Lisa, you love the mink.
Lisa, you love the mink.
You like it?
I,
Uh,
whew.
woo.
What's the difference in price?
All right, we're gonna go
All right, we're gonna
and
go
make some
and
decisions.
make some
We'll
decisions.
chat with y'all in a few.
Okay. Chat with y'all in a few. All right now. Bye bye. Bye bye. So listen, I'm all for someone spoiling the person that, the person they love, right? We all, especially as women, we want to be taken care of. We want to be cared for. We want to be spoiled and all of that. But it's just that Taye, man, it's something about her. She's very, very, she has, to me, she has this sneaky energy about her. You know what I'm saying? You ever look at her, like when she's looking around, she gives me just you can't trust you vibes. You know what I'm saying? So Carmen is walking. Carmen has thrown away her entire family for this woman, right? Daughter, everybody. And that's exactly a lot of times when people separate you from your family when you're in a relationship, they want to get you isolated. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have people in your ear telling you something different than what they're trying to tell you and how they're trying to control your thinking, etc. They definitely they will lead to the destruction of your long-term relationships because they're trying to control the narrative and they don't want any input from anyone, while they're trying to do that. And then you're the only person that they have, right? When shit hits the fan, like who are they going to go to? Like you're that person, you're their person. You know what I'm saying? So, or they're your person. So it's all of these mind games that Taye is playing with Carmen, and we all can see it a mile away, is very, very, very concerning to me. So Taye put this post out. Let me pull it up. Hold on a second. So, as you all know, you should know that most of Taye's followers are Carmen's base, right? They're Carmen, longtime Carmen supporters. So, we all have an opinion over here on this page, right? And a few other pages too, right? So I guess someone said something on Taye's page and she got all pissed about it. So she issued this statement, and I found it to be very disgusting and very distasteful and disrespectful to the followers, even to Carmen, because these are people who have loved and cared for Carmen for quite some time. So it says, I try my best to bring all of my followers positive and uplifting content, but the way a few select people act have me questioning your mental health and wellness. Okay, what about Carmen's mental health and wellness, right? Mentally and physically, we have seen a decline in Carmen's health. I mean, that's just what it is. Self destruction and self sabotaging is very unhealthy. Do better so you can have better. This doesn't have anything to do with Carmen and I personally, as I am witnessing deep rooted issues. No, what you're witnessing is people actually having the guts to finally say something, having a platform to stand on to make their voice heard. That's what you're witnessing. And you do not want that smoke and mirrors that you have up to come crumbling down. You don't. So that's your concern. So they left the furrier. I heard, I don't know if you heard how much the cost of the fur was, but I thought I heard $2,500, $2,500. You all let me know in the comments what you think you heard, because Taye hurried up and cut it off at that point, right? She doesn't want us to know how Carmen is out here splurging, on her. So the next clip that I'm going to show you is Carmen and Taye in the car. So we had this survey in the room, right? And the survey was, do you think Carmen and Taye are going back to the same place or going their own separate ways? So they had a conversation in the car about this. So I want you to take a look and then we'll talk about it. Here it is.
What's up, Lord Samantha? Thank y'all for the stars. Tish, we won't be able to. We'll be leaving tomorrow. So I already have stuff planned for us to do, and it's early in the day, and we'll probably be leaving either tomorrow evening. Yeah, we'll probably leave tomorrow evening. Y'all know yesterday she was like Tuesday, but she'll switch up on you in a heartbeat. So yeah, we're gonna leave tomorrow so we can get back to Atlanta and take care of business in Atlanta. And then I'll be headed to Houston later in the week, and she'll be headed to Orlando. You good, babe?
Oh, very good. A little cold.
Yes, you look cold. AJ, thank you for the stars. Yeah, this weather is no joke.
I know.
At all.
All right. So that's them in the car talking about where they're going after, this trip is over tomorrow, most likely tomorrow evening. So you all know we talked about how it was up in the air. They didn't know they were going to go to Texas or they were going to Houston, together or separately. So you just heard it. Taye said that we're leaving and we're going back to Atlanta. You see that money? Listen, we're going back to Atlanta and we're going to handle some business for a few days. Yeah, y'all need to be packing up that house, okay? Because it is sold. So, we're going back to Houston. We're going back to Atlanta. And then I'm going to Houston in the middle of the week and Carmen's going to Orlando. Okay. So, yeah. So y'all are going back to the same destination because listen, this money is a very, very powerful thing, right? You have people out here faking the funk like they actually literally love and care for someone when they really, really just trying to get to the bag. You're not going to tell me that Taye is deeply in love with Carmen. She can't even kiss this lady at all. Let me show you a clip. Let me show you something. Okay, so here they are in this clip, and there's a perfect opportunity for them to kiss, right? We've all been in love. We're good and grown in this room on this page. Perfect opportunity for them to kiss. I mean, the mood was right. No chemistry whatsoever. Neither one of them went for the kiss. Take a look. It's a short clip. Let me know what you think.
So good, buddy.
I know. Thank you.
Right there. Where's the kiss?
This has
Where's
been
the
the
love?
best couple days ever. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
I'm going to get my first.
Yeah, she going to get her first.
Baby, I don't know about you. But When I'm in love, and my man just bought me a mink coat for the tune. You all are saying it was $4,500. My man just bought me a mink coat, wined and dined me, and da 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 the whole weekend. Me and my family, because let's keep it a buck. We know that all of those meals that the family was eating, I'm sure Carmen picked up the tab for it, and nothing's wrong with that. But I believe that she did. So you'll see they had the perfect opportunity. Their faces were right there, right? The moment was appropriate. No kissing, no initiative, not even that grandma kiss that she does. None of that. All right. None of it. I mean, just completely like two strangers huddled up in a car. Like, it's utterly ridiculous. So, Taye had this ring on her finger, and it's a new ring. I had not seen it before. I think that the ring that she was wearing was cosmetic, because she used was costume. She used to sell jewelry and hats and all that stuff, which nothing's wrong with. I'm not saying that in any shade whatsoever. But she used to wear a ring. And if you look at that old picture that I have up posted in the room of her and her ex-husband sitting down at the table, you'll see that the ring that she's wearing now, well, that she was wearing before she got the real ring from Carmen, was the ring that she was wearing in those pictures with her husband, right? Her then husband. So I want to show you a clip of her showing this new ring, right? And basically ignoring Carmen at the same time, right? So they went to this event, and Carmen's on her phone like she normally is, and Taye's sitting next to her, not paying her any attention. All right, talking to someone else. Like, talk to your wife, your soon to be wife. Get to know her. Like, you don't. So she's sitting there and she's engaging with this lady on the other side of her. And Carmen, calls her attention, like, hey, babe, say hi to the camera. So she flashes the ring, and then she goes right back to her conversation. And you can see Carmen still trying to talk to her, but her head's turned. She's not having any of it. Let me show you what I mean. Here it is. It's a short clip. This girl could care less about her. I'm like, for real. She could care less. She walks ahead of her. I know you all see it. She dodges her kisses. I've shown you the video footage of that. She does not make any initiative to kiss or anything like that. On the video where they were in the car video, someone in the comments said, damn, chef, put your tongue down her throat for God's sake. And and see how she reacts to it. Like, you scared to act like you want to kiss her. Put your tongue down her throat. Put your tongue down her throat. And if she runs away and recoils, then you know what it is. Like, everyone can see, like, this is a very, 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 like, platonic friendship. I wouldn't even call it a friendship. I don't even see the friendship between those two at all. The banter that they have is usually Taye being a smartass, and Carmen just being completely oblivious to it all. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Taye was on her phone at dinner the other night, and she was going through the comments, and she was calling people dumbasses and et cetera, et cetera. And I looked at Carmen's face, and you could tell that Carmen didn't approve, but she didn't say anything either. She was almost like embarrassed that Taye was saying this, because these are Chef Carmen's supporters. Let's be clear. So for you to be abusing us in that way, I mean, not me, because my skin's thick, but for you to be abusing people in that way is very, very disrespectful to your soon to be wife. Very, very disrespectful. So they'll be back. They'll be back in Atlanta tomorrow. And we will see how that goes. I don't know why she's coming back to Atlanta, because that's Boss Lady's house. So you about to go lay up in a house that it belongs to Boss Lady, and this whole situation is just absolutely insane to me. So I'm going to read some of your comments right now, because I could go on and on talking about these people and what I think, but I want to know what you think. So let's see. I keep saying it's a business contract. Someone said Tay smacked the phone away while they were getting pictures. I did see that video too. Oh, I want to go over the results with you all too, from the survey that we have so far. Someone told Tay to get off of Facebook and enjoy her moment with Carmen. That's a good one. Let's see. Tay has Carmen out here looking like a fool. I agree. Absolutely. I definitely noticed the walking in front of Carmen. Yep, she definitely does that. It's like she gives attention to everyone around her. Like they were having that breakfast the other morning that I showed you the clip of, and her family was there, and she was talking to them and completely ignoring them, completely ignoring Carmen, and just totally engrossing her conversation with them. And it was a very awkward thing to see because Chef's sitting there and she's trying to fit in, but she's not incorporating her into any of the conversation, anything like that. And it's it's a very um, troubling situation that Chef has found herself in. So it says the locks. Diane said the locks may be changed when they get back. That is a possibility. I just don't listen. I am not a therapist. I am not a psychiatrist. I do have a bachelor's of science degree in psychology. That is one of my undergrad degrees. I'm not a doctor, like I said, but I'm not a fool when I see things either. This relationship between the two of them is it's not going to work. It's just a matter of time. And I think that Carmen knows that her money is the most attractive factor and feature of this relationship with her. And so, because she's just so happy to be with her, she's going to accept it. She's going to ride with this thing. And that's very, very unfortunate because we all deserve love. We've all watched Carmen for years. I mean, years. The next video I do, I'm going to do a compilation of Chef's cooking videos before Tay came along. She was happy. She was witty. I don't know about witty, but she was happy. She was engaged with the camera. She was cooking. She cooked a lot of stuff over and over again, but she was actually cooking and funny and listening to her music and dancing and cooking for her granddaughter. Like, we miss that chef. We do. And it's just hard to see her being allegedly used the way that she is. And someone said, and the aunt was telling all the tea, honey. Yep, there it is right there. Someone said grandiosity, which means that you think that you're bigger than what you are. Bipolar and narcissistic tendencies. Check, check, check. That's exactly right. Let's see. Chef's gonna be brokenhearted. I read the comments a lot. I'm in the room. I'm on the page quite a bit, and I do see her people creep into our rooms, and I definitely appreciate you all, for getting with them. This is our space, and it is really up to all of us on this page. Yes, it's my page, but I want to continue to have an environment where you don't feel like they're creeping around and you can't really say what you want. So when we see them on our page saying anything other than hello, feel free, to say what you say, do, whatever. But my moderators, I have two that'll be starting soon. They'll be cleaning up a lot of comments that come in about people who are in support of this relationship. I mean, by and large, people see what it is, but they do walk into our room sometimes. So feel empowered, please, to show them out. So Anaya Clayton said, y'all see how she was looking when it came time to pay for the fur. I heard her say, what was she paying for in cash? the bicycle ride when they were in the buggy. You know, Tay said, well, something like, I don't have it on my card, or I can't put it on my card, or something like that. And she said, no, pay cash. You have this stack of cash walking around like an idiot. Who carries a stack of cash around? Who? I mean, maybe Floyd Mayweather. I mean, he's an idiot. We know that. You know, he beats women, so that's why I called him an idiot. All of his wives. Um, Nobody does that. The only people who do that are people who are in deep trouble with the IRS, because they will put a levy on your bank account, definitely. So you're walking around with, it's just it's just terrible. And for you to be for Tay to be a nurse, it's very concerning that all the weight that Carmen's losing. I mean, she's like stick skinny now, you know, stick figure skinny. It's very, how are you a nurse? You should, I've never seen Tay on any video making something that Carmen can eat and enjoy, just to cater to it, just to say, you know what? I know you got all your teeth jacked out, yanked out, but here's some mashed potatoes. Here are some pancakes. You know, here's some water. Get her some water, something. She's never gotten her anything that I've ever seen. It's always the other way around. And lopsided relationships, as we all know, they don't last for very long. So let's see. It's saying Floyd Mayweather is an idiot with major security. She got that money from the Tooth Fairy. Oh yes, find the ex-husband and interview him. I promise you, I'm already working on that. Listen, this channel, no disrespect to any other page or channel out there, because I definitely know that we are all watching the same foolishness and we all want to talk about it. But I do want to talk about it with y'all, but I want to do different things too, right? I want to do something totally different. I'm definitely working on bringing the husband in. I mean, if he's out of jail, I don't know. But I'm working on a couple of things, bringing people onto the panel to talk about things, because I really want to understand, like, how are you married 3 times, allegedly? And look, what you just, it's too much. It is absolutely too much. Somebody said, I would love to hear what Stephanie has to say. Her ex-girlfriend. Stephanie's not her ex-girlfriend. Stephanie's her ex-wife. Stephanie has been in my inbox several times, giving me information about them that I'm not going to share with you, but she definitely has been in my inbox. And I did ask her the first time she reached out, like a week ago, and I asked her for a sit down, you know, come on, because the people want to know. Listen, when you're in the public eye, like they are, you know, you have to have, you have to know that people are going to come forward from your past and talk about you in a way that's not favorable, right? So in Stephanie's case, I saw her on lots of different pages, you know, making her comments, because she knows who Chef really is. We only, as she said in my inbox, I mean, this isn't sensitive information, this part, but she said we only know her for like what, that hour that we see her on film, if that 30 minutes. She said she had to live with her for the rest of those, you know, the rest of the time in the day. And it was hell. It was absolutely hell. And for the record, we've always heard that Stephanie is the one who deleted Chef's page. We've always heard that. Always. Oh, she deleted my page. I had to start all over. Well, that's not what Stephanie said. Stephanie said that she absolutely never even had her passwords, and that she definitely didn't delete her page, that Carmen deleted her own page. That is what she said. Accidentally, she said. She deleted it accidentally. Another would like to hear from Stephanie. Will she be able to carry all that cash on the airplane? That is a good question, because you have to, if you're going internationally, right? If you're traveling internationally, then yes, you do have to declare. They have a form and all that stuff, how much money you have on you. But that is a good question. But just traveling from here to there, no. Let's get an interview with Godiva. Godiva, if you're watching, if you see this video, definitely inbox me. Let's see. The aunt called Taye Nurse Ratchet. I mean, she would know. Let's see. I wonder what's going to be the last straw for Taye to just walk away. I don't think Taye's going to walk away. I think that as long as that money is there, I've never seen Taye so happy with Carmen until this cash got flashed on him. All of that, that laugh, I can't do that laugh. But I've never seen her this happy. Now that money, that money make you do something a little funny. Let's see. I don't feel sorry for Cook. Cook is messy as fuck. That is true. And all for money. Someone said that they were shocked over that $4,500 coat. Let me put the comments up here so y'all can see them on the screen too. Let's see. So let's get into replying to her Mercedes. I didn't know she was married to Stephanie. So here's the thing about the marriage to Stephanie. So Carmen is a master manipulator. Okay. She's a master manipulator. She has manipulated even me, into thinking all these years that she was this huge philanthropist. She's uses her own money to feed the homeless, or the subscriptions or whatever to feed the homeless. And so many people have come forth to say, well, I'm the homeless, or I was the case that she was supposed to be collecting this money for, like that $60,000 for that family that she collected. What's the family's name? I know you all know. Put it in the comments. She collected $60,000 for a family that she said was in need and, dire need. They were about to be put out. And that family only got $9,000 out of $60,000. She allegedly kept the rest. It was a big, big deal. So anytime you have a person who allegedly has a drinking problem, a drug problem, and a gambling problem all in one, you can't really trust that person with money. You can't, because they're going to spend it on one of their habits, right? And so this is what we've been hearing from a lot of different people. As far as her not being married to Stephanie, she was married. They were married. They were absolutely married. But Carmen wanted to make us believe that they weren't, which a lot of you apparently didn't know. A lot of them, so she wanted us to believe that Carmen forgot about the homeless, that they weren't married, but it was a big lie. The plan was for them to pretend like they weren't married and do this big production on Facebook, like this whole stage marriage to get the money and the views. She's definitely a manipulator. So, some people are saying in the comments that they deserve each other, Taye and Chef. They both are, allegedly scam artists. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I mean, I've heard so many different things about her, but forget what we hear. It's about what we see. I see her being someone totally different than she was last year this time. Completely different. She comes across to me at times, very unstable. Taye's talking about some of her followers she's concerned about their mental health. You need to be concerned about the mental health of the person that you snuggled up to. All right. That's whose mental health. I mean, she's on camera all the time having these mental meltdowns. Worry about that. Don't worry about what we say on this page. Carry on. All right. People are going to talk. This is what it is. You wanted the spotlight. You wanted the fame. You ran all these contests to run your numbers up. Oh, when I get to 50,000, I'm going to be, twerking. Like nobody, all of those challenges that you were doing to get your numbers up, you got them up. So now when y'all break up, what's going to happen? You're going to have your platform, right? And all your friends and family, those relationships are very well intact. What's Carmen going to have? Huh? No family, no friends, no ends, meaning money, and broken. Very broken. Let me hear from you all, because It's just absolutely like heartbreak. If listen, there are people who are reporting on Carmen and Taye all over the internet, right? And a lot of these people don't even know them. They just know that there's beef going on right now, or like there's this drama surrounding the relationship. So they don't really know. They speak on what's happening, like, oh, they're in New York. But I know, we know, you all know, because we've been following her for years. That's why I'm able to have these opinions that I have and this commentary that I have, because I remember who she was before this person got introduced to the equation. All right, let's see. Someone said, I really don't think the comments are going fast. Here it is. I really don't think the spices in lemonade are Carmen's own creation. I believe that she uses other companies' spices, and the lemonade is country time lemonade. Our people are good for taking shortcuts, but want to collect full price. Shaking my head. Thank you for that comment, Kanitra Mack. I don't know. I just know that I did see Stephanie in the comments saying all kind of stuff. But I don't want to say anything disparaging about the company, because I know that the company's going to go on. Um, you know, they are scam artists. Someone accused Mama Tracy of taking money from MJ Strong. Birds that leather stock, birds that flock together, stay together. Who's Mama Tracy? I'm gonna tell you something. There are a lot of influencers on, on these apps and on these social media sites. I really don't follow them. I don't. On this page, this is what I pledge to you all. Okay, as your head coach, I'm only doing coverage of Taye and Carmen. That's why I named the page the way that I named it. And it's just too much, too many other avenues. I don't have time for that. That I don't have time for. But I do have time for this, definitely. And plus, again, I have that intimate knowledge of what's going on, because we have been following this train wreck for years. I wish, just let me ask you all, does anyone have the text messages from Latrice? Remember when Latrice and Carmen got into it about a few months ago? And Latrice put it out there that, you were borrowing money from me, like thousands of dollars, because, we were at the casino and you didn't have any money, because they were holding her money for whatever reason. Someone else is like, it's like she's in a conservatorship or something. I don't know. She was borrowing money from Latrice, and Latrice showed the text messages. Even Carmen got on camera and was like, so what? I borrowed money from you. I paid it back. That's not a flex, right? I paid you back. That's not a flex. You're supposed to be completely self-sufficient and at 60 years old, right? Completely and totally self-sufficient. Not having someone watch your money. Yeah, she's on a slow decline. Let's see. Someone said, was you in a relationship with Cook? Ma'am, no. First of all, I'm straight. I've said that many, many times. So when people come on like, oh, you're just jealous because you want them, I'm straight. So how the hell do I want them? This is just me giving my opinion and encouraging you to give yours. No, I wasn't in a relationship with Cook. What kind of question is that? Okay, let's see. Let's go over the results right quick before we hop off. Yeah, I'm definitely going to try to get that husband on the line for sure. That ex-husband. All right, let me open this up. So I took a poll, and the poll is, I asked you all out from 0 to 10, how likely is it that Cook Carmen and 2-Bit Taye got married in New York City this weekend? And overwhelmingly, you all said, let me move my little thing, I can't see. Okay, there we go. There we go. So overwhelmingly, you all said that they definitely got married this weekend. They definitely got married. There we go. So 0 to 10, how likely is it that they got married? Yeah, 56% of you said that it's likely that they already got married. Turn my thing off. So we had 298 responses. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Yes, no, maybe so. I think you can hear me now. I think the when I put the survey stuff up. Oh, you can hear me. Okay, go. Thanks. I think when I put the survey up, thank you for that. When I put the survey up, what happened was it knocked my sound out. So I apologize about that. All right, you all. Well, listen, it's been super entertaining. I apologize about the technical, things that go on that are beyond my control. But I really, really am super, super happy to have this time with you all. And I look forward to keeping tabs on everything that Carmen and Taye are doing and getting on here and breaking it all down with you. So looks like you all are saying yes, you can hear me now. So thank you for that. Alrighty. Well, listen, You all have a good night. You may continue your conversation in the comments if you like. I'll probably be around for like another 5 minutes or so. But other than that, I will see you all on the next live, teammates. You all have a good night. Bye.